Hi, my name is James, and this is James Loves Games. Happy Thanksgiving to all my American friends out there in YouTube land, and happy Thanksgiving to everybody else too, because we can all take a day to be thankful for things. I, for one, am thankful for this delicious drink. Among other things, like all of you. How is everybody's Thursday going? It feels unfair because we're just in vacation land over here in the US and everybody else had to go to work today. It just doesn't seem fair at all. Anyway, so today we're going to be playing What Remains of Edith Finch. And I noticed in the chat, Nicole Bernstein said, I've never heard of this game. I had never heard of this game either until somebody recommended it to me and pointed out that it is on sale at the PlayStation Black Friday sale. So it was $6. So I thought, why not? It's $6. I hear it's good. I had at least 2 or 3 people say it was good. So I thought, why not? First, let me say hey to Jonathan C. How you doing? Happy Thanksgiving to you. Ethan Witherford, how are you? Ready to have your imagination twisted on its head? Yes. Yes, I am. Nassim43, hey James chat, hope everyone's well. Bones, isn't this a 19th century British romance novel? I hope so. That's why I shelled out $6. I better have some Jane Austen-esque love troubles and trysts and suffrage. I don't know. I'm out of my element. Maeve, Originality 1, let's go. Howdy, James. How's it going? What's up, Jack Moore? Twitch. Some of us are at work now. Yeah, I'm sorry, Nassim. But I'm thankful that I'm not at work. Of course, I wouldn't be at work on a Thursday night anyway, so that's something. We get a holiday almost every month. All right, good. Yeah, I mean, other countries get stuff like, healthcare and paid time off, so joke's on us, I think. Let's jump in. Before I get too sad, let's jump into the game. Off to a good start. There's some heavy organ music. An interesting start. Make me cry for 3 minutes straight. PSN sale is pretty good. Got Metro Exodus PS5 really cheap. I also got Deathloop for half off. So you want to get that one for cheap. Haven't played it yet. And It Takes Two, which is really good, by the way. Oh, I can play. Holy cow. Oh, I got flowers for Edith Finch. Puget Sound. I've been there.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Okay. But yes, It Takes Two is very good, and hopefully I'll have a review up before the Game Awards, where it was nominated for Game of the Year, and I think it deserves it. But that's all I'm going to say. Options. Camera control. Invert that camera. And those are your controls. All right. They didn't cede much control to me.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Still a lot of rooms. The first Snapdragon of the season. Hand.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Guess it wasn't that urgent.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
It's already super cheery.
Inner wall. My mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
It's the key to my heart. Boy, she takes tiny little steps, doesn't she? She moves just 6 inches at a time.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Oh. Oh dear. That's right, I'm playing and drinking at the same time.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to. The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way
It's
I'd
lovely.
dreamed about it.
Dreaming or nightmaring? I mean, the landscaping is nice
As a
and all,
child,
but
the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
it's creepy. Those are 2 words.
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Black mold.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
You don't see sweater gloves too often, do you?
Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Well, time to go. That's the end of the game. There's a buck, but where's the dough? Doggy door. Let's pull a Home Alone. Keep the change,
Calling
you
for the
filthy
doggy door
animal.
used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Since then, I've gained 250 pounds.
The power had been turned off the night we left.
Steaks finally thaw.
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
You guys got any books or cans of tuna? I could really go for just reading
But
and eating
instead of
cans
a
of
family,
tuna.
there were just memories of one.
It's not a bad place. Just clean it up.
Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
He should have asked to be paid in dollars.
Or how only one restaurant would deliver to our house. So we had Chinese a lot.
Loving memory of Lewis Finch. Beloved brother to Edith, son of Dawn. Great-grandson to Edie. Memorial service. They have their own cemetery? That's us. All right.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a
Edie's
bomb
meth
went
lab.
off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
She loved cooking up that crystal.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Ew. Those noodles are worms by this point.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just Too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth. Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
Cool. Scorpion. I'm getting some Resident Evil 7 vibes out of this.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
Nothing makes things less creepy than a music box.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
I thought she had more to say. That's why I took a drink. Ooh. This is where we keep our other brother. Or kept, rather.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
What the heck? So we got Sven.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Cool.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Calvin?
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
That sentence needs some work, because made it sound like he shared the room with a dead brother. He shared the room with his brother for 7 years, who is now dead? Or the other thing that's way worse?
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
A pie for Piper. Secrets of the Stove. Do these all have unique titles? I'd be curious to know if none of these were copy-pasted. A Viking's Belly.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
Creepy Bigfoot cutout in your bedroom. Goodness gracious.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
That dude looks like a shroot.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room.
'Cause it's so fun. You've got curly rug, step stool,
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I
and
never
book.
believed him.
Could it be?
Turns out,
I like how it makes
my
me
mom
move it
was
just
really
that last 2
good.
inches.
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
It was claustrophobia. That's what it was.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Oh, that's a Milton original.
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan, but I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead. I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
That's kind of funny. Bedbug, 9 lives. The Call of the Wild. Oh, that's an actual book. The Book of Mormon? Or a Book of Memories. That's the Book of Mormon.
Inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
I don't like where this is going. Let's see what Mr. Gerbil's up to.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
By all the droppings. It's charming. Anything else in here?
My Halloween candy was all gone. Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
That's pretty cool.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
Jeez, how hungry was she? I'll just eat this magnifying glass.
I kept eating and eating.
Ugh. As someone who has ingested toothpaste, that much is
I ate a lot of
horrifying.
things that night.
Yeah, don't eat those at all. That's bad. Puke it up.
Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest.
I was gonna swallow the barn
I
swallow.
reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
Okay. Supper time. What is this game?
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Yeah, a girl just turned into a cat. Where'd you go? Kitty wants din din.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
What is this game? Hmm? Kitty hungry.
I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired.
Gah!
Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
Well, gotta go up. Gotta eat that bird.
I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl.
Alright, why not?
I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
We turn now to Owl Cam. Owl in the sky. What do you see up there, Owl? Well, it's really windy and cold. Lots of snow flurries.
Rabbits.
Oh. Yeah. Ah, oh, got it.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
All right. She was really hungry, y'all. Apparently she's never missed a meal in her life.
A mama rabbit.
Yeah, the babies too.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
Sure. Sounds about right. They don't fare too well in the woods. What the heck is this? I was the most useless apex predator ever. I'm gonna get ya!
Off the cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Bonk. Alright. Oh. I see my quarry. Our first catch of the day. I seal you.
I wanted fat, juicy seals.
Let's seal the deal.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
No doubt. That's why sharks do that.
Grabbed on tight.
This is like The Last of Us Part 2. I really don't want to be controlling this. I would rather just watch it unfold.
Everything had changed.
Now I'm an anaconda.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
I have a feeling I'm going to be completely devoid of innocence by the time this game is over. I'm going to need a bubble bath after this.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
She'd be tripping on those berries, that's right. I would be chatting more, but this is very enthralling. I can't take my eyes away.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
What do you do with a drunk sailor? Oh, that is what he's singing. Typical. You know, being a sailor doesn't make alcoholism okay. Just squeeze on up in here.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And to cross the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
It was a toothpaste factory. Jackpot.
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
All good smells start in an old pipe. Are we coming up someone's toilet right now? Is that what's happening? That is what's happening. That's the yummy smell coming out of that pipe. Tell you what.
I got closer and closer. All my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
She is really hungry. So now she's Cthulhu, yeah. That's when you just put the diary down, you throw that key in the toilet, and you never come back to this place.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
I'm just... yeah. That was a tale.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten,
I can see why.
she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
Read the chat real quick. Aren't those poisonous? Yes, they are. I've got nothing, but for now, my truck broke down on me yesterday in the middle of Wyoming, so I'm stuck here in Cheyenne until at least Monday. Oh, that stinks, Jack. I'm sorry to hear that. That would be a recipe for a really bad day. A really bad couple of days. The part I need is a national back order. Jeez. Breezy? Holy guacamole. Breezy donated $50 to Super Chat. Thank you, Breezy. I know a Breezy in real life. I wonder if it's the same one. Nicole, is James right? Does being a sailor not make alcoholism okay? I'm right. I'm right. For Toki. Thank you, Breezy. Appreciate that. Yay! Let's all say thank you to Breezy. That was very kind of you. I appreciate that. Message received and appreciated. Odin?
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan.
More happy times ahead.
On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
He just loaded his house up on a boat made for America. Because, you know, that's possible.
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
So they went from Norway. I assume they mean Washington, D.C.? Because you're going from Norway to the Puget Sound. Just doesn't make sense.
Daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island.
Whether they like it or not.
First to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Okay, weird family.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
They make the Schrutes look like normal, upstanding citizens. Nicole Bernstein, the Navy has been trying to change the image of a drunken sailor. We have a drug and alcohol program that helps those dealing with these issues. Wow. The Earth is flat. But still, even if it's flat, you still got to go around North America. Oh, I see. They poked a hole in it and then went under. They went under North America. But where does the giant turtle fit into all this? The giant turtle with the 4 elephants on its back? I don't know. I'm not a scientist. In short, James is right. If anyone is caught drunk on duty, that's violating the UCMJ. Well, yeah, I would hope so. I would hope so. Is that like a zero tolerance policy, or is that like a, do they have like MPs with like breathalyzers? Like, come here, what's your BAC?
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
People believe anything. Jack Moore with a $50 donation. Thank you, Jack. Here's to you, James. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. Everyone make sure to smash that like button before you leave. Jack, you're the best. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Very, very much. You are the man. I hope you get out of Wyoming soon.
Even in her 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Oh, whoops. Wrong button. Ooh. Nothing like some purple shag carpet in the bathroom, of all places. Ugh.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was
And everything in the carpet. That is a trace. It's atrocious. There's a Secret in This Bathroom by Sven and Edith Finch. Subtle.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Ha ha! That's kind of clever. James, why isn't Luca celebrating those donations like usual? I don't know. She's being real quiet. Oh, I know why. I had her I had her noise turned off for some reason. She will celebrate accordingly.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Milton. Ugh. Is this Milton's drinking hole? I'm going in my corner. Don't come a knocking. Unless you got a full bottle. Fort Calvin. Captured. The Secret Lives of War Photographers. Jeez. Calvin was pretty intense. Excuse me.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
What did anybody in this family ever talk about?
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
It's a real curvy swing, isn't it? Ah, I see.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Oh.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
Time for your Blorgensplugen.
I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Oh, jeez, he's going flying.
I'm not gonna tell you again!
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. Then
Here we go.
he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Oh, jeez. He's done the impossible. What every kid has dreamed of.
And he did.
For a while. He was in the air. For a time.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Nothing like children contemplating suicide to really perk up your spirits a little bit. I'm thankful I am not in the Finch family.
Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
I can see why these rooms are sealed. Jeez. Just
Mom
burn the house
Sam
down. Done with
enlisted
it.
at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Uh-huh. Secret tunnel. Hmm? Oh, lift it up. Man. This whole house is a bug-out room.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Shortcut. Very nice. Nicole, we have a random drug urinalysis test. If you pop positive, it's a zero tolerance policy regarding drugs. You're out. Yeah, I knew that about the drugs. I know most or all federal agencies have zero tolerance on drugs. I just didn't know about the alcohol. Jack Moore, my company will probably have to get me a rental car so I can grab my stuff and head back to Joplin, Missouri to get into a new truck. Otherwise, it could take months to get the water pump I need. Oh, jeez. Yeah, nobody wants to stay months in Cheyenne. I feel for you, man. That stinks. Bones, has anything like this ever happened before, Jack? Yeah, that's... Surely. Nicole Bernstein, I honestly don't drink because I've never liked how it tastes or made me feel. But sailors still get in trouble for various ARIs. I like how they have an acronym. Military has an acronym for everything. Alcohol-related incidents. James just remembered how swings work. Well, I mean, I use the left stick to walk forward. I don't use the left and the right stick to move both legs. I mean, give me a break. Jack Moore, Bones, I've had my truck break down before, but to need a part that's backordered like this, that's never happened before. Yeesh. Get into the swing of things. Ooh. I'm thankful I'm not in the Finch family because, I mean, who wants to wear sweater gloves? I don't know, they look pretty warm. Yeah. Get some duct tape, Jack. That'll work. I'm gonna crawl into the liquor cabinet. Don't bother me. Oh, cool. The Bigfoot room.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Well, yeah. Why would you think that? What gave you that impression? Barb Street.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Oh, wow. When's the last time you saw one of those clocks? Holy cow. I think one was in Pee-wee's Playhouse. Or Pee-wee's Big Adventure, I mean. Nice.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Oh, jeez. I used to love comic books like this.
Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch.
Yes.
As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been.
Jeez, you're a never
Lucky
was.
break. She'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Why is their
My
basement
dad
door
likes
locked?
making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
I thought that was going to be the X-Files theme.
20 minutes later,
Bum, bum,
Rick
bum, bum,
hadn't
bum.
returned. So
Oh.
Barbara went to look for him, right on cue.
Nah. Neo.
She reached for the music box.
Nah. Spotting.
And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
He dead. Oh, this is the actual music.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
This is the actual music. This is crazy. I always hated zebra cola or zebra car motor oil, whatever. Zebra beer.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
A gang's leader is a doctor. I think this might be a little bit embellished. What else can I whack? What is it?
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Oh dear.
Oh!
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
you.
I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now
Furious.
is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
Now Kith.
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is
What
a
is
trick,
this?
you're dead, Walter.
Here we go again with the music. Aha, roller skates. Of doom.
Walter, are you there? Walter vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And he was. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Who wouldn't?
There's gotta be another way out of here.
Okay, Barbara.
That night, she played her part beautifully. She thought about abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it.
Ow, Walter.
Holly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Oh, he's gonna be gone, isn't he? I wish he would move faster.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Trick or treat.
Someone at the door was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time.
Traumatized for life.
Hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Ugh.
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
All right. What say you?
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Very happy. So I wonder if that's what really happened. I feel like this game was written by like 8 different people who had just wildly different ideas for what direction they should take it. It's interesting. Oh yeah, I can't go out that way.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Now we're gonna. I didn't know these stairs went up.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Of course, of course. Yeah, you gotta just torch a place like this on the way out. It's best to just get rid of it. There you go. All right. Nicole, regarding alcohol, it's not always something that gets you kicked out, but it depends on the severity of the ARI and how many times that sailor has been sent to mast for an ARI. Wow, they still send people to the mast. I was stuck at the rest area yesterday for 5 hours, and it was like 20 degrees outside, so not great. Ugh, that stinks. Just some pretty cold natures, but I wouldn't want to do that again anytime soon. Was a bit of an earfall. Nicole, did you help write this game?
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Why even have a house if all the rooms are off limits? Excuse me.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that. I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Right? The house consumes all.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
Jeez.
On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be
peach
dead
juice.
tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone.
It was the music that made him do it.
Tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
This guy's blood sugar's gotta be off the
It's been
charts.
a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave. Well, I still can.
30 years is long enough. Ethan Weatherford. I wasn't able to type earlier, but that Cthulhu scene made me want to ask, have you played Octodad? Deadliest Catch? No, I have not. My hands were too wet to put near my keyboard. No, I'm familiar with it, but I haven't played it.
I know it's out there, somewhere.
Mast is when the sailor has to stand before the commanding officer. The CO acts as a judge and jury, pretty much. Oh, okay. They don't actually, like, make him go up in the crow's nest or something and tough it out.
Killed Barbara. And Molly. And Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it.
I don't think you are.
I appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one more day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Sorry.
Walter
Well.
died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Kind of creepy. Oh, your
I'm
great
sure
uncle's
my mom
just
was trying to protect me.
in a cave under the house. I love the generic, depressing
Maybe she
Seattle
was afraid
grunge
I
music.
ended
Yeah.
up like Walter.
What we got
But
here?
if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
Maybe I had an aunt down
I
here.
don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
Ew. Looks like he had a poop hole. That's nice. Not much ventilation down here, though.
Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Oh. Oh, that just seems inappropriate for a memorial to someone who died from a train to put train stuff all over it. Maybe a little insensitive.
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
Chairs in trees.
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of.
Some things are better left
Though, to be
unknown.
honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Thank you, Jack Moore, Turbic88, Jonathan C, for being
Look at
sponsors.
the house.
That history
guys
of
are the best.
imagination and stubbornness and madness. Any of it seems possible. I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Family with a lot of dead people.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
We got, let's see, Zoe, Coco, Tucker, Charlie, Daisy, Lucy, Zerpy, Lurpy, Furpy, Chirpy, Burpy, Derpy, and Derpy Jr. Those were definitely named by kids.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery. I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide. Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
You'd think like the Coast Guard or somebody would make somebody clean that up. All right, well. Odin, get down from there.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better. She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she
Sanjay
tried
Kumar.
so hard to protect us. There's so many
James,
things
show
I
off the
wish I could ask
merch.
my mom now.
Drink
Part of me
Fairy.
thinks this is what she wanted all along.
All hail the Drink Fairy t-shirts are available.
Someday.
There's a
Find
link in the
everything out for
description
myself.
of the video. Click it, then buy 10 shirts. Put my kids through college. Yeah, they're not that expensive.
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Oh, what are you doing? Don't be climbing around an old haunted house pregnant. You pregnant 17-year-old?
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
Woo! One more. Woo! Excuse me. Always 2. My sneezes always come in 2s. Anybody else have a very specific number their sneezes come in?
They were both.
That's
pretty
not one.
intense. Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
And war. I thought that was a giant beer. All right, before we jump into Sam's tale, I'm going to take just a quick break, so don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. I am back. Thank you for waiting. That drink fairy was for me. I'm the drink fairy right now. I got my own, and I got the sweet shirt. And just to let you know, if I seem a little low energy tonight, it's because I am low energy tonight. I've got some kind of head cold or something. I took a COVID test and it was negative. I just got a bunch of crud inside my head that I wish was outside of my head. And I got a chest full of more crud that I wish was out. And so it's sort of sapping me of all of my strength. And I got my Vicks, I got my Halls, I got all this stuff. So I'm fighting something on a molecular level here. So just FYI. I'm gonna Vicks myself up. Hope you guys don't mind. I probably should have Vicsed myself up before I went back on the camera, but I don't care. I'm already Vixen. I'm fixing to Vixen. My sneezes come in threes, always inefficient. Yeah, they just don't get the job done every time. Oh, somebody said something about beer and cereal. Hold up. Nasa 43, I love the strange combos that people buy at 3 a.m. A 10-pack of Stella, large bottle of milk, and he stinks of weed. Got the munchies for beer and cereal. That's right. Some burial. That's, let's just hope, right, that he's actually putting the milk in the cereal and not the beer in the cereal. Because that would be truly disgusting, I think. That's either going to be just, you know, and if he stunk of weed, he probably has like some super sugary cereal, right? So it's either going to be the sweetest cereal of his life or the worst beer of his life, depending on which one of those he consumes first. I say he because, well, you said he, and really only a man would do something like that. Is that sexist? No, it's fact. Only a man would buy milk and beer for cereal. Oh, I missed it. I didn't realize I'm behind in the stream. Oh, that's okay. Oh, man, the Vicks overdose. Good day. What's up, Troy? Oh, my gosh. That is a blast from the past. How you doing? I haven't seen you in the chat in a coon's age. That means a long time here in the South. I don't know if Oklahoma is technically the South, but I don't know what we are. Some people say we're the South. Some people say we're the Midwest. Some people say we're the Southwest. And we're just America's belly button. We're just right there in the middle, and we got some stinky stuff in there sometimes. That's it. Anyway, let's see what Sam was up to. Let's see what horrors unfold from reliving the memories of Sam.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are going to last a lifetime.
Hmm?
Perfect.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything? It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it?
I don't control the weather. Odin Finch National Park? Jeez,
Never
these people
forget
have
this
money.
weekend, Dad.
Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
That's a keeper.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
I'm just saying, I'm not always going to be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was going to be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
Chill out. What does that even mean? That.
Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip.
That's the one they wanted. I see.
Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere.
Building a fire is easy. Stopping one.
I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck.
Pretty easy
in
too.
no time.
Small enough. What do we got here?
Give me a minute to check the map.
Coffee mug. They're shooting at ISO 125?
Let's see.
Or is that 125th of a second? Yeah, that was 125th of a second, I think. What are we doing here, Uncle?
Was it?
I already got a
Don,
picture
don't
of
you
you.
think you could find something more interesting to photograph?
Trying. There's a murder on the other side of the lake. Oh, here we go. A bird.
Good eyes, Don.
Is it a finch?
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Take the shot. I think I heard a shot. What am I taking a picture of? Is this a tree?
I'm over here, Dad.
Aha!
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Turn off your imagination. Focus on your target.
You know, it really doesn't help when you're trying to focus on something to shoot it, that somebody behind you's going, just breathe.
Don, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you need to be strong. Great shot, Don.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's a good one there, Dad.
I'm proud of you, Don. Always remember that, okay?
Now we get to gut it. This is just not even the worst
Dad,
part, sweetie.
It's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
so-
normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
What? They had the photo evidence. So, the picture just sitting there. Golly. Oh my gosh. Okay. It's Troy from New Zealand, was it? Hello, how dare you? I'm in a sarcasm emo. Man, I think the Aussies and Kiwis outnumber the Americans in the chat. I think so. I just attract a certain quality of people, apparently. We need to be nice to people so we can initiate more cult members. I brought Mass Effect for $49 on Black Friday sales. Mass Effect? Is that like the remastered trilogy or something? That's a pretty good deal. The giant Australian continent with an Australian flag over it. James changes the shutter speed. I don't think I could. Troy to Aussie. Australians and New Zealanders have a sibling rivals. We make fun of each other, but we'll defend each other. See, that's nice. You guys have like a playful rivalry. America has like a playful rivalry. We have like a sibling rivalry with the entire world, except like we're the sibling that nobody talks to anymore. We're the ones that think it's playful. Everybody else is like, yeah, did you hear what they were doing over there? Yeah, I can't believe it either. And we're just like, what's up? What's up, dorks? It's like a better relationship than U.S. and Canada. Yeah. Why would you keep that photo? Memories, obviously. These people value memories more than anything.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Hi, Death. I'm Sam. I'm sorry. I'm just laughing at this. I don't know if this is film down here. Tane. It reminds me of. Anybody see that that video of Paul Rudd? I think it was on the Tim and Eric show. It's probably 10 years old by now. And he's like logging into this computer in some secure room, and he's watching videos of himself. And he's like, "Oh, I could get behind Tane," and it's all just videos of himself dancing. So I saw Tane. It made me chuckle a little bit. I think his name was Tane. I love Paul Rudd. Okay. Those are some pretty cool photos, though. All right, well, that's enough trauma for one day. Oh, wait, was there another way out of this room? A secret passage? Did I miss something? Did I hit X? Is there an illusory wall? Sweet TV, though. Oh, I bet that sucker hummed. Boom. Nothing else in there? Aha! I knew it. I knew Uncle Sam had a bunker. Or easy access to the heating and air conditioning unit. Probably the heating unit. It's Washington.
My mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Finch control. Oh, Gregory. Aussies are the dad, Kiwis are the deer. And what is it like? Fiji is the daughter? Just sitting next to both of you watching in horror? New Zealand is like our little brother and we let them know it. Well, as a little brother, I say, yay, New Zealand. I always root for the little brother.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
James, I like your American accent. Thank you. I've worked really hard on it. And now, Baby Vision. He's a physic. That's weird. Oh, I control the frog. You never gonna catch me, kid. I'm free.
Hand over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie.
Oh, the phone can wait. Get your kid out of the bath.
Sam?
Time for another tragic death.
I wonder what he saw.
It was all that lead paint he ate. There's ducks and bubbles everywhere. Oh, yes! Hop that frog. Yeah, this is where it's at. Whoa!
Lost in his imagination.
Yay! This is fun. Bang. Let's see if I can jump on his face. Bang! I don't know why it sounded like Jerry Lewis. Lady! Brian Laven. Oh, yeah! This is truly bringing me joy. I don't know why. I want to do this in real life.
Slipping away.
Let's get out of here.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could.
Fun time's over. That is a fast draining tub. Holy cow.
I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
I wish he could have told us.
That is fast water.
The world he saw.
Tragic death impending in 3, 2, 1.
Understand. About Gregory. About everything.
Oh, frog boy Gregory.
But I know what happened wasn't your fault.
Gregory had a ball.
I'm sure he's happy.
In the drain? What's happening?
He'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Divorce contract. Nice. Okay. Well, I'm not so concerned about what remains of Edith Finch at this point. I'm concerned with what's going to remain of me by the time I'm done with this game. How many people we got left in this horror show? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe. I want to know about Sanjay. That's the one that's got me curious. Wrong game, James. Yeah. Like a typical older brother, you steal our stuff and say it's yours. You underestimate us at every turn while we wait for the perfect chance to strike. Eon Pavlova, you know it. When Russell Crowe does something good, he Aussian. When he's bad, he's New Zealand. That's nice. What is that noise? Oh, I think it's a telephone. Funny thing is, if I had these power is right now as an adult, this is all I would be doing with them. Oh yeah, I'd be making little toy frogs dance in the bathtub as well. Same with Mel Gibson. If he's good, he's Australian, and when he's bad, he's American. I think he's been American for a long time. What's up, Turbic? How you doing? Just got back from Thanksgiving festivities. Well, you've missed a real depressing show. Look at this shrine to this child who died in the bathtub. More good stuff like this on the way.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
Oh, some sort of
Gus.
kite
Always
incident.
said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Ah. Woo!
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that I now pronounce you husband and wife.
Hit him with the kite. That is stepmom. You know my real mom. I wish you could control a kite with this much ease. Am I missing more text somewhere? I need more words. Well, now what? Oh, we can turn all the way around. Holy cow. I like this Jungle Book music. Oh, these are all the letters are hiding. Thought that was kind of weird looking.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Oh, oh, there you go. Gus is a rebel.
Picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
The tent, you say? Ah, more words. More than
Rain came down in
words.
buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might
Got some
destroy the
chairs,
tent
too.
our dad had crudely made.
Forgot your chairs, old man. You come here. I think we're gonna get zapped. The fate of Gus.
Thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
Whoa! To infinity and beyond. Let's get all the chairs. Yes! All of their destructive power. This catchphrase is going to be seated. Ah, yeah! Ah!
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
Mm.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Short for gust, no doubt. Ooh, what do we got here? Raise flag, 7:30. 7:30? Slovenly. Breakfast at 8, quiet time 11 p.m. Duties, dawn, sweep, trash, mop, mow yard. Greg, be a baby. Nice. Jump rope 100 times. Jumping jacks 150 times. Push-ups 100 times. Crunches 100 times. Run to mailbox and back. Yeesh. Punch it. Read all of these books.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Not a bad love. Oh, this is where Sanjay comes in. Finally. I gots to know.
That was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
Is this loud enough? Holy Bible. Don and Sanjay.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Oh. Mathematics, geography, India. You guys remember studying India in high school?
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
Lewis, huh?
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. And to see kids in the house again.
Basil, sage, mint, and thyme.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while,
It had been a Frankenstein's creature for several years
almost
already.
normal.
Almost normal. They didn't like the books in this section very much, I guess.
But it didn't last.
Hey, I want to look over here. Odin Finch, The Curse by Edith Finch. Hey, I made this. Kingdom, phylus, class, order, family, genus, species, variety. All right. Scientific method, nice. Relief efforts end in disaster. Right on. Okay. What we got here? To teach and to learn. 7 ways to create a fulfilling classroom by Dawn Finch. Wow, she wrote the book on homeschooling.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle. After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
I bet we can sneak our way in here. Whee!
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Ah, flipbookception. This is a long flip book. He just teleported into the door he drew on the wall. There's no mystery.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Chronicling America. Extra, extra. Historic American newspapers now available. Is that Bat Boy? That looks like Bat Boy. I don't think it is. It's got a Bat Boy kind of face, though. All right.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Okay, hold up. Let me check the chat real quick. Man, is his family cursed or something? It is, actually, Nicole. When Mel Gibson is really good, he is Scottish. Yeah. Scottish enough to where the English hate him. Troy to Aussie, yeah. He moved to Australia when he was 12. Went to acting school here, went back to America. Oh, I didn't know that. Or whatever that accent was in Braveheart. Yeah. Troy to Aussie, I found out last month that Jeffrey Rush Barbosa in Pirates of the Caribbean is Australian. Oh, yeah. Yeah. He's kind of a chameleon that way. I always love it when I find out that somebody is a completely different nationality than I thought. Like, after watching, I think, the first Spider-Man movie and Infinity War, I didn't know that Tom Holland was British. I thought he was American. And I was shocked because I saw him in a, like, interview for Endgame, I think. And he was speaking a British accent. And I was like, what? Thought he was a Yank. I guess not. About to have a shocking end. Okay, that was different. Yep, didn't see that coming. I guess he should have been more attentive. Yeah. I think I just walked into a cerebral mess. You really did, Turbik. You really did. I don't know what's going on. I'm just checking off the boxes on my twisted family branch tree. Why do oysters only think about themselves? They're shellfish. Troy bringing the heat tonight. Food coma might be kicking in. That's good. Good old tryptophan. Gotta love it.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Can't beat that view. But the memory remains. Sorry, that was probably really loud and irritating. I just had to throw out a really bad James Hetfield impersonation. I'm pretty sure some kind of, like, housing inspector
blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself.
Make a career out of this house and all the citations.
After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Everyone always told me to stay out of Lewis's room, except Lewis.
He's smoking them marijuanas. They have nice chairs in this house, though. Like, I kind of dig that one. Aha! I mean, is it a room? Is it a boat? There's no need to decide. What's up, Gamer Space? Christian Bale is British but does American accent. It was funny when he did a British accent. Yeah, it seems unnatural. He's been in so many American films.
Smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Yeah. The dankness. He's got a super duper Nintendo. Oh, he's got a super station. A Wonderland's
Lewis
Turbo.
and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
You play Dark Souls? There's no shame in that. It helps, though, to have a TV. Oh, okay, there it is. I was like, he had his game system hooked up to a fridge. That was his first problem.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Fish heads, roly-poly fish heads, fish heads, eat them up, yum. Haha, joke's on you.
But he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior.
Ask a fish head anything
His mind
you
began
want to. They won't answer. They can't talk. Yeah. Give me my weed. Ah. His mind began to... Oh, geez, that's the man.
I asked him
Oh,
to
this
describe
is...
it.
This is
He
weird.
said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about.
Not that way.
Then something moved. Bats. And toads.
Toads? Oh, not
And
toads.
things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself.
Is he playing Gauntlet?
But he found something more.
A bonfire. He is playing Dark Souls. That's pretty hilarious.
I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his
Daydreaming
boss,
at the cannery.
but he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused.
He chopped those fish heads with the greatest of ease.
Like a whole new Lewis.
Like a man possessed.
So
It's
I
as if he
listened
hated
more.
every salmon in the world. Wanted to see them punished. He took
even
pleasure in
encouraged
it.
It seemed very promising at first.
It's like 2 games in 1.
He told me
Picture in
he'd made
picture.
a new friend.
He's a joke.
On the edge of a city he named...
Wait, there's a bonfire.
Topia.
Louis Topia. He's not one for,
He built the
creativity.
city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
Yeah, what's up, Louis? You got that herb?
And songs.
Oh,
began to
you
play.
busy? I'll hit you up later.
He talked about starting a band.
A band of merry men?
And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger.
It's by far my favorite part of the game so far.
He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever.
He's living in Louis
Then one day
Topia.
it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished.
Let's go.
He held an election for mayor,
For mayor? Is this the scope
and he won.
of his dreams? Not emperor? To be mayor?
Him to stay, but his
It's
mind
already
was
named
already
after you.
wandering. It became a game for him.
Oh, shoot. I'm still getting the fish. This is trippy.
Conquer a
Not
city,
gonna lie.
then immediately push on.
Louis the Great.
New Louisville. St. Louis.
St. Louis.
He started drifting away from our reality.
I would put on the laugh track, but I need both hands for this job.
Minneapolis. Until one day he
Minneapolis.
forgot to go home from the cannery.
That's fun.
Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on.
Come on, Mom, I got fish to cut. Cities to conquer.
In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a
Handsome queen?
handsome queen.
I want to see what a handsome queen looks like.
The queen was on her own quest for
Radiant rainbows, of course.
Radiant rainbows.
Yay! It's like Katamari Damacy.
He followed the sound of her.
Electric sitar, please. Please.
Electric
Always pick
sitar.
sitar. That's pretty close. Oh, I missed the
led
port.
him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon.
East of the sun, west of the moon.
Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Some fish. It's so hard.
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
There you go. He'd become a fishmonger.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
I think he got that backwards.
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
It just makes sense. Well, that's a reality check, isn't it? I like how he doesn't even hide his substance abuse at work. He's got half of a Nintendo DS. That's nice.
He began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
This is dangerous!
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Yo, you ain't chopping nothing, man. Well, let's just hop up here.
I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
Praise the sun. There you
The palace
go.
would be packed with his companions.
It's just fun. Why wouldn't you want to be here? It's not a tuna. Not a tuna. You need a tuna for that guitar. Nice shine on those boots. Good job.
Queen waited, holding his crown.
My handsome queen. This music is probably really much.
There was only one thing left to do.
Whoa!
Bend down.
Those hats look uncomfortable. Uh-oh. I don't like the looks of this.
And the rest I think you know.
Oh,
Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Big tuna. All right.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
All right. Well, Turbik, this game is too much. I'm genuinely concerned for the creator of this game. I hope they're okay. Yeah, did somebody just like have every generation of their family die a horrible, untimely death? And then just make a game about it?
He was so proud of being Indian. I think for him, it was a way to be something other than just a Finch.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Legalize marijuana. Ah, man, he was only like 2 years away. Wouldn't have had to hide in his boat. His boat room.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left.
I do too. E. Me. See? The little magnetic letters on the fridge. It's mandatory in the United States.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
All this? Boxes of her book?
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
Now she's in the crow's nest, golly. Oh, that's just tacky. In light of recent events.
It had to end one way or another. All that's
Was she gonna get killed by
tell you about that last night?
origami birds? Papier-mâché? Ah, shoes on the bed. Pet peeve. Oh, sorry.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
I don't think that food looked very good when they got it. This is all pretty sad. Yeah. Let me read the chat just a little bit. I feel like I've kind of went a long stretch there. Better check the Discord, James. Your best friend Bulan just joined to say hi. Oh, awesome. Good to see it. Yes, I made a... I'll wave. I'll wave hi to Bulan. What's up, Bulan? People can't just lurk these days. I got a little notification on my computer when you showed up, Bulan, by the way. So I have to ask though, like, why do you have the katakana for Mo as your icon? Because you have it on YouTube and on Discord. It's Mo, and I don't. If I've asked that before, I apologize. I'm just curious. I see so much Japanese on a regular basis. I don't even question it when I see it, but it just hit me just now. I was like, wait a minute, why does that say Mo? Anyway. Told you the Brits have infiltrated the U.S. entertainment industry with our fake American accents. You guys are getting good at it. I gotta say, I'm impressed. Why is the ocean so salty? Because the shore never waves back. That was actually pretty cool. I like that one. Busted. So are giraffes. Giraffes are so selfish. That's way out there. If someone gets my last reference, I'd be surprised. Yeah, I don't know if I got that one. Her house is way more interesting than mine. I remember reading a forum and some Americans thought Hugh Jackman was American because he's good at accents. I mean, he is good at accents, but that doesn't make him American. What's up, Gamerspace and Bulan? Welcome to, well, I'm not sure what's going on. Yeah, this is weird. Hugh Jackman is probably the most liked Australian actor. He's probably the most liked human being. I mean, I've never heard anybody say anything bad about the guy. Turbik, if the main character keeps daydreaming more and more, they might cut their hand instead of the fish. Oh, well, he cut his own head off, so now we know. Bones, James, you're controlling both the video game character he's imagining and the hand chopping the fish heads off? Yes, I was doing both. It was like the fish head stick and the other game stick. Yeah. This game is too much. I'm genuinely concerned. It's not a tuna. Why didn't the koala get the job? It didn't have the qualifications. I can't make up my mind. You get both. Qualifications. Oh, I'm stealing that, and I'm going to tell that to my kids tomorrow, and they are going to laugh themselves silly. Thank you, Troy. Qualifications. That's good. That's good. I left a present for you in the hallway. Shut up. My initial letter. M. Bulan, the real name. Ah, okay. Okay. Man, if I'm over 9,000 years old and someone tries to tell me I can't have alcohol because it won't mix with my meds. Yeah, that's kind of the point, right?
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles.
It's like, that could be really bad for you.
I don't think she knew about the other entrance.
That's the point.
Or that Edie had a key.
Whoops. Wrong button.
To it.
See, she's just got to cover her hands with stuff. There's sweater gloves.
The thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
History of the Finches. Once upon a time, there were dinosaurs.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born.
At least it wasn't about what happened the night she was conceived.
Way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There was an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God,
that's usually a bad sign.
Awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life.
And then a giant 100-foot tsunami came in and killed everybody.
But I never thought I'd go back to it.
It's so squishy.
When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
Oh, this reminds me of that boss fight. I think it was in Bloodborne.
Turned around.
The big spiders out on the lake. Or out on the fog, whatever. I don't know. It was a weird boss fight. I'm getting flashbacks of that horribleness. Dr. Cox from Scrubs hated Hugh Jackman. Never understood why. He hates everything. He was jealous. Newbie.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed.
Barbie! I need to go back and watch that show. That show is gold.
But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them.
Or maybe a little bit of both.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car.
Come on, don't leave me hanging. Oh, are we?
I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
Shouldn't have mixed those meds with the wine.
After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of
Rom,
it.
the vacuous spider. That's the one. That was the one. Oh yeah, I can control it. Make the best of it.
A few years went by.
Blow it.
My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you.
Again,
I'm still
be
not sure
thankful.
what to tell you about all this.
You're not a Finch. You're not a part of this crazy family.
If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate
Are you on Discord now, James? Yes, I am.
Grief all of this is.
I made a post with a link. Ugh, am I going through a birth canal
This
right
journal
now?
was supposed to be for you.
I really hope not.
But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself.
Blood cell?
But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Ah, jeez. Giant sparrow. Get help. Go see somebody. Go talk to somebody. I'm just so bummed. Like, why? Hey, everything ends. I am very much aware of that, including the lives of children. Jeez. Remember, they got a picture of a kid in a bath. I just don't even know where to begin. I'm speechless. So they all died? Well, I guess her son lived. I guess he somehow managed to truck his way up there on his own. Missed the end. What happened? Edith died. I assume she committed suicide the way she was writing that note out. Best stream ever! Yay! Thanksgiving. Thanks, Johan. Why did I get that? So that was interesting. Right at about 2 hours long, with if you factor in my bathroom break. Can I can't affect anything on the screen. Okay. So yeah, I suppose if you were considering getting this game from 4 years ago, you can just watch me play it and save yourself, $6 at this point. It's very story driven. Not much to say in the realm of gameplay. You just walk around and flip pages and open doors. It wasn't even really like... I didn't go into the third floor. I wonder if that was on purpose. But, it's basically just like a story that you control. It wasn't even like one of these other games that's like a puzzle game where you got to figure out a way to get it to a certain place. There were like some light aspects to that a bit through parts of it, but it wasn't very in depth with the puzzling. But my goodness, what a depressing narrative. I don't even know what to take from all this. What's up, Abhishek? Yo, chat. Oh man, you probably lucky you showed up late to this one, Abhishek. This one was a bummer. But you know what? As I think about it, kind of apropos to a Thanksgiving stream, just because, what better way to make ourselves aware of Neil Druckmann? Playtester, Neil Druckmann. He was the director of The Last of Us. That's weird. I recognize his name out of all of those. What a way to remember and be thankful for the things that we have than just from seeing this family's story play out. I mean, surely nobody has a family story as depressing and sad as this one is. So I suppose, we all have something to be thankful for. Maybe it's not the life you've dreamed of, but it's something. Yeah. So, replay a story. I'm gonna say no thanks. Thanks, but no thanks. Yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts. Honestly, I think $6 is a fine amount of money to pay for this game. Very, very strong story. But again, I don't really get into this type of game. For one, it's a major bummer. I appreciate that they did a good job of telling the story, but the story was just like... I hope I can get to sleep tonight. Jeez. It's just... yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you got some good laughs out of this one. Man, I'm happy to be alive. I've had a good life, turns out. Yeah. Well, I had to rewatch it again. Yeah. If you found that depressing, I need you to play Nier Automata. Did I just enter when ending was literally ended? Yeah. The credits were rolling as you popped in, Abhishek. I'm going to sit in the dark now and contemplate my existence. It's a good existence, is my point. Need to play some Pokemon. So yes, we can all be thankful for our own lives, in spite of the problems, in spite of our trials and tribulations. This was kind of a reminder to appreciate the things that we have. And I certainly will. I'm going to be dancing around in a ray of sunshine tomorrow all day. So in spite of all the Black Friday madness, I don't plan on going anywhere, but anybody else planning on going to Black Friday stuff, stay safe out there. Thank you all so much for popping in tonight for this special Thanksgiving stream. Thanks again to Jack Moore, Turbic88, and Jonathan C. for being sponsors. Thank you to all the members, and thank you once again to Jack Moore and Breezy for the donations, the very generous donations this evening. That was very kind of both of you, and I appreciate it very much. So, yeah, I will be back. Definitely I'll be back Sunday. Might be the last Dark Souls 2 stream. It's looking like it's going to be close, depending on how well I do. So tune in Sunday night at 8 for Sunday Souls. Keep your eyes peeled for some more videos along the way. And yeah, check out the Discord. There should be, if you're a member, I made it members only, but you know, if people want to share the link, I don't care. Actually, here, I'll just share it with all y'all. You're good people. You're good people. Let me see. Let me copy this code, and I'll just throw it out there. If any of y'all in the chat tonight, if you've stuck it through this nightmare, feel free, and you're on Discord, feel free to join my Discord server and join in the chat there. And yeah, you guys are great, and I'll see you next time right here on... Bye. Okay, I think I need to go watch Seinfeld for about 3 hours to try to cheer myself up. Afroponics, thanks for popping in. It's a little late, but I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.